All right, so how do I know when I need to repair something versus replace something as far as plumbing goes? Do I just replace everything, or do we repair, or what's the process here?
So I think it's kind of a fine line. There are times where repairing it's going to be the better option, the more economical option. It just depends on the actual specific thing. So it could be a faucet, could be a toilet, could be a shower valve, could be a sump pump, could be a water heater, right? And I think a huge factor in any of these determining factors is going to be age. So let's say you got a dripping faucet. That faucet was installed when the house was built in 1950. It is now 2020.
Run up to the parts store and get the 1950s faucet parts, right?
Those probably aren't available anymore. It just depends on the brand of faucet as well. Some faucets stopped being made, 10 years after they were created because it wasn't a good faucet. So maybe those parts aren't even available, and maybe there's one on a shelf, someone's selling it on eBay, and maybe you're the lucky bidder that gets that part, and it takes 6 weeks to get it in. I don't know if it's worth its weight in gold to wait 6 weeks for one part for this faucet that may or may not fix it, because maybe there's another part that's wrong. We got to source that one. So in that specific instance, it's probably better to just put a new faucet in, and then you don't have to worry about that. Get a reputable brand that has a good warranty, parts available. You can always repair it in the future. As far as the repair goes, let's say you got a 3-year-old toilet, all right? And the toilet's not filling up real well. You definitely don't need to replace the toilet. The toilet's probably perfectly fine. Let's put some new parts in the tank, a new fill valve, new flapper, and see if that fixes it. That would be a great candidate for a repair. Just like a water heater. If a water heater's only 2, 3, 4, 5 years old and you got a thermocouple bad or the gas control valve's bad, that's definitely going to be something that you want to repair. Now, on the flip side, if that water heater's 15 years old and the thermocouple went out, I'm going to recommend every time to replace that water heater, because that water heater probably had a 6-year warranty. Manufacturer expected it to fail after that time. We're well beyond that. I'd rather you spend your money on something that's going to last. So I would recommend replacing the water heater. Obviously, at the end of the day, the homeowner's the one that would decide that, though.
So whether needing plumbing repair or replacement, you can give Carlong Plumbing a call at 216-463-2463.